Back to the channel, Lower Michigan Adventures, and today what I'm about ready to attempt to do is we're going to clean some fish. So come along and join us, and let's see if we can clean some small bluegill. And I got my personal assistant right here today to help guide me through this so that I do it properly. Yeah. So this is a super small one, but it actually swallowed the hook to the point where if I threw it back in, this is like a learn as you go deal. Little test. So come right down here, down the back, right next to the fin, all the way down. Ain't gonna get much of a fillet off this one, but it wasn't gonna live either way, so I figure this is a good test right here of my skills. Brushing them up on them. Super small bluegill. There's the fillet. Put that right there. Right behind that. What do you call that? The ear? What do you call that? The ear? They got ears right along the back here. I got my special assistant, although it's pointing right directly down to what we're doing. And I kind of messed this one up. I ain't gonna get much off this fillet. I should sit down to where I can actually see what I'm doing. This was a really bad one. I really messed this one up. Now this bluegill is actually a little bit bigger, and we're gonna grab right behind. Is that the ear, or that's just right behind the gill?
Yeah.
Right behind the gill. It doesn't have an ear.
Unless they're red ears.
Unless they're red ears. Or does it have an ear? Drop in the comments. Let's get a little bit of engagement in this video. We're here for your entertainment purposes, guys.
Always.
Always here for your entertainment purposes. So, grab a hold of it right here and just try not to slice your finger.
No ER visits.
No ER visits. Now this is actually a nice little fillet.
You don't dodge that side up.
So that's going to be a nice little fillet. Flip the fish over. We'll do the other side real quick. If I don't podge it up right along that fin back there. Don't go too deep to the point where you puncture anything. And then I go all the way back to the back tail. Then I grab it right here and peel it just up, just grab a hold of it, pinch it just a little bit, and then just slightly come in here. You can hear some of those. Oh, there we go. We're getting it. Now sometimes you'll get a little bit of bone in there. So there you go. Number 3. We didn't catch a whole lot of fish today, and they definitely aren't big ones, but they will be delicious, and we're practicing for some upcoming camping catch and cook video. So we'll be camping and hopefully catching some fish and then taking them back to the camp and filleting them up like we're doing right here, and then hopefully be cooking them right up at camp.
Yummy.
And I
Yummy,
think that will be a good idea. So I'm a little bit rusty. I'm not as good as I used to be because I haven't been doing this for a while. So I think if I start practicing here and there, I'll get better again with cleaning the fish.
Knife skills. Your knife skills, sir.
Yeah, I got to get better with my knife skills, as I kind of haven't been doing this for quite some years. So I don't think I'm doing too bad, but I'm definitely not doing as good as I could. So there we go. We got number 4, and this was another fish that's super small, as you can see right there, but it also swallowed the hook, so it wasn't going to survive regardless. So we're gonna, this is like a little practice with the small fish to see if I can get any meat off of them. You know, they don't have a whole lot on them, and they're good practice. It's better than having nothing to work with. And if it wouldn't have swallowed the hook all the way, I would have just threw it back in, because if it would have just caught it right up here, I would have tossed the fish back in so it could get bigger. But problem is that didn't happen.
Don't leave them just to die.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna just leave them. So
Are you tired?
and
Bella,
actually,
are you tired?
I did pretty good on this fillet. I actually did pretty good on that fillet. Do the other side. And this kind of is a little tutorial video of how to properly clean a bluegill, sunfish, red ear, whatever you want to call them. Depends on what you're catching. And if I myself haven't been doing this that much recently, here's something you want to be careful of, and I'm gonna show you.
Chopping it all the heck.
You don't want to chop the guts right there, so they're still intact, so we're good there. But that's something you don't want to do. 5, another small bluegill that swallowed the hook kind of deep, and I didn't feel that it was going to survive either. So here we go. And actually, this might be a little one, but this guy's got a nice little fillet on him. Look at that fillet. Now I do skin them. That's the next step. Flip them over real quick. Yeah, I butchered this one. So I missed a little bit right here. So my skills, we need to work on. You need to take your finger right here, pinch down on that tail, get just the right angle, and just
fillet it
right off the skin. Just like this. Generally, I'll lay down paper, like newspaper, but today we're not. And there's what your fillet looks like.
Yummy.
Yummy. There's another one. You simply pinch down here on the tail, or where the tail used to be. Get that perfect angle, and then you just
kind of glide through it.
Glide right through it. And it helps if you got a sharp knife, and this is a brand new knife, so it is sharp. There we go. And I'm just gonna kind of go through this dish. Try it again. Keep that angle. There you go. Here you go. Another practice. Right there. Just like this.
Like a meaty piece.
It does look like a meaty piece. I got my personal assistant over here helping guide me, looking at it, double checking it, and making sure it looks good. And it's a good piece. Did
How did you learn these skills?
I learned these skills from AKA Old Man Leo, which is your dad.
My dad.
So he taught us all about fishing and how to clean fish. So our skills are there, but we've been rusty.
We haven't done much fishing since he passed away.
No, we haven't. So, with that being said, without his knowledge as a really good fisherman, I probably wouldn't have the skills I have today. Did you learn a lot from him?
Always.
Always? You know how to fish pretty good too, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And shoot a bow and arrow.
And shoot a bow and arrow.
And set a trap.
Set a trap. What kind of traps?
Muskrat traps.
Muskrat traps.
I used to go muskrat hunting when we were little. Trap on his trap line. He would make extra money.
Yeah. Uh-oh. This is what you want to be careful about doing. Slipping off the... But we saved it. 3 left, I think. We'll have to double check. Hold that angle. And if you slip off, like I just did, there we go. You saved it. We got a little bit. Some of this will peel off if you get. Sometimes you'll have to peel a little bit of it off. There we go.
I was going to ask you if you needed help with it.
There we go, right there. And we have, I think, 2 more here. It's actually a little bit easier if you have newspaper laid down. So I would highly recommend, instead of a metal flat surface like this, maybe newspaper, or maybe one of those, what are they, plastic cutting board? Is that what they are? Like
no,
a plastic?
Newspaper.
Newspaper. Newspaper actually worked best. So hopefully next time we do a little video, we'll have newspaper.
We'll be a little bit wiser.
And this fillet was really super small, so tidbits there, thin. And I think we got it all. So my personal assistant, can you lift the bag up? Thank you very much. A special thanks goes out today to my special assistant for helping us out with this video and helping take care of the fish and also guiding us through the proper procedures on how to properly clean a bluegill. And thanks for watching, guys. And what do we say at the end of the video that actually makes it sound good?
Love, peace, and chicken grease.
I was gonna say cut, but what'd you say again?
Love, peace, and chicken grease.
I think we'll go with that one, guys. Thanks for watching, guys, and we'll catch you at the next one. In our final step, we would be trying to rinse these off really well. Run the water out, refill, repeat, and rinse several times until you got some nice crystal clear water. And then you're gonna take them inside your house in a bowl of water, soak them overnight in salt water. And then you're gonna rinse and repeat several other times before you get ready to fry them up. So you definitely want to rinse these out really well. And then, like I said, take them inside, put salt in, let them sit overnight before cooking. And this is bonus footage, so I hope you stayed just a couple seconds past, or maybe a minute. And if you like this style video and want to learn more about our crazy channel and you're new, please consider subscribing. It's free. It don't cost anything. Now what I'll do, that's pretty clean. I'll take it inside, put salt in it, and let it sit for 24 hours.